County Commissioners of Salem County, our regular meeting for October 2nd, 2024 at 6 p.m. We'll have the invitation. We stand with Kelly Hannigan and pledge allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we ask for your blessing upon us as we gather here today. We ask that you help us to work together and encourage each other to be the best we can be. Our thoughts are with the Haynes family. We ask you to pray for them and keep watching over them. Please also hear the special intentions each of us hold in our hearts. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Be seated.
Adequate notice pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given of this meeting by forwarding notice to the South Jersey Times and Elmer Times Company, and by posting notice on the bulletin board in the Salem County office at 5th Street Office Complex, and by filing notice in the offices of the Salem County Clerk and Clerk of the Board, all having been done at least 48 hours in advance.
Attendance roll call, please.
Director Laurie.
Here.
Deputy Director, my mouth is not working today. Deputy Director Ostrom.
Here.
Commissioner Ramsey.
Here.
Commissioner Taylor.
Here.
Commissioner Timmerman.
Yes, ma'am.
We have a quorum, sir.
Thank you. Commissioners, what's your pleasure for the minutes?
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion that we dispense with the reading of the minutes from the September 18th, 2024 meeting. Those minutes are to be received, approved, and recorded in the minute book.
I'll second the motion, Mr. Director. Thank you. I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Passed unanimous. With great pleasure tonight that we have Joanne here to recognize her as the Chamber of Commerce Distinguished Citizen of the Year. Very well deserved. If you'd like to step up, we have a citation.
There's no dinner this week, then. What's up with that?
Julianne is an amazing lady. She is head of the Habitat for Humanity, building houses all over Salem County where needed, trying to do a low-income and a house and a place to live. That is amazing. She also she's part of the grant program. We now have 32 grants. 60 grants.
That's a moving figure every time I hear it.
And Charlie got this year, they'll stop. They can put all 60 up on the field. So thank you, Charlie. So he grew up in Salem County as well. She has one other quality you may or may not know. She's an artist. Phenomenal artist. We're blessed to have her again for all of you. And so again, I'd like to give you this proclamation from Salem County. I'd like to say we can put it in our archives and be here forever, but we don't have an archive. But like the state does itself, we are blessed to have this show. No.
I'm Sue Ann Leighty, SUEANNLEIGHTY. I want to thank you for this nice honor. I won first place in the Senior Citizens Competition for art in the county, and my art will be on display. And October 17th is up somewhere in North Jersey. All the counties have their winners. So we'll see how I make out representing the county. But it is a great, this happens to be a portrait. It's pastel of an older gentleman, and they seem to like it. So I actually won 2 first places, and I won a first in the county at the fair this year too. So I'm getting better, take lessons a couple times a year. But as far as Habitat, thank you. I wouldn't be sitting here without all the work of all the people here that support us in the county, all throughout, all the businesses. We received a significant donation this week from Amazon for the first time. And I know that Dave Bailey was very instrumental in that coming our way. We started our Veteran Repair Corps in April, and we've served 5 veteran families with significant over $10,000 repairs, no cost to them. We are eligible now for 20 more thousand from Habitat for our veterans program. So we're going to be applying for that in October. And we were just awarded a 3-year position funded through Habitat International for what's called an outreach coordinator. So we are expanding our program to help more seniors and disabled families with repairs that go beyond the ramps. So we're going to start with the ramp families first, and then start rolling it out. But it'll be another arm of Habitat helping in the community. So
You should have 61 ramps.
60 ramps right now. Charlie, 60? Okay, 60 ramps. We ordered 1 more. Yes, that's right. You caught me. The one is ordered along with some funding that came from Senator Bertuccelli's office. So that's in the works as well. But that money will also be used toward things like grab bars. Every time we go and do our ramp inspections, we're going to make sure that they have working smoke detectors, which we're in partnership with the Red Cross for that. Fire extinguisher, everything that they need to make the house accessible and safe for them. So focus on safety.
Nice.
Yep.
Very proud of you.
Right. And then we just signed a contract that we are going to do 3 modular homes. That's a new thing for us. And those houses will be done. If I can do 3 well, I can do 10. And my goal before I retire, which might be 5 years, is to have a Carter build. Yesterday was President Carter's 100th birthday, and he dedicated the first home in Salem County. And I'd like to see us be able to host it has to be a minimum of 10 houses. So I know there's plenty of land in Salem City right now that we could
The 3
do that.
boxes will be in Salem City.
2 are going to be in Penns Grove, 1's going to be in Mannington. And Charlie's meeting with them for some land this week. So when I get back from vacation, I'm on vacation next week. So. Anyway, so we'll kind of get that project started, but that'll be a big one.
Thank you for being part of the Salem County family.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
As Charlie knows, and we have the business portion of the meeting coming up. And I've stated before, and I'll state it again, it's very riveting. So if you want to stay, that'd be great. If you want to leave, that's fine too. But we're moving right along. Do we have any waiver of the rules?
We do not, sir.
Correspondence, general committee, commission minutes, and reports. What's your pleasure?
Mr. Director, there are a number of them this month, but I'd like to make a motion that those correspondence, department reports, and committee and commission minutes be accepted, filed, and made a part of the minutes.
I'll second the motion, Mr. Director. Thank you. I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. And it's passed unanimous. Commissioners, what's your pleasure with the payment of our bills and claims?
Well, what money we have, I think we have to look toward our CFO, but I'd like to make a motion that all bills and claims that are properly signed and audited be paid and charged to their respective accounts.
I will second the motion, Mr. Director. I have a motion and I have a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. And we are passed unanimous. Resolutions for the administrative committee.
A1, resolution appointing a member to the Salem County Economic Development Advisory Council, Carrie Italiano. A2, resolution authorizing change order number 1 to the contract for county planner for the County of Salem. A3, resolution awarding a contract for providing on-site food services and food management services for the Salem County Correctional Facility. A4, resolution to appoint a member to the Salem Community College Board of Trustees, Gregory Wright.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to approve those 4 resolutions?
I make a motion that we adopt those 4 resolutions.
Second the motion, Mr. Director. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? A1 and A4, once again, are Salem County people that are volunteering their times, and we appreciate their times to serve on those boards and committees. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. And it is passed unanimously. Health and Human Services.
E1, resolution authorizing the filing of an application to the Salem County Health and Wellness Foundation. E2, resolution authorizing the grant application for the 2025 Comprehensive Alcoholism and Drug Abuse Services Contract. E3, resolution amending the 2024 contract for providing drug and alcohol treatment services, detoxification, short-term residential for the Salem County Division of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
You've heard the reading of these 3 resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion to approve these resolutions.
I'll second the motion, Mr. Director.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Well, before we go on, I do want to discuss, today was the Disability Awareness Day at the fairgrounds. It was amazing. And the reason I bring that up is a lot of these people were there. I think they had like 18 vendors and there were, what? There were like 48 vendors and there were over 550 people there. Beyond themselves. Genesee Cyber and the whole staff did a great job bringing it together, and it went as smooth as could be. So appreciate that. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. That's passed unanimous. Public Works.
F1, resolution issuing change order number 36 to the contract for courthouse additions and alterations to the existing courthouse and administration buildings. F2, resolution issuing change order number 37 to the contract for courthouse additions and alterations to the existing courthouse and administration buildings. F3, resolution prohibiting normal traffic along South Railroad Avenue, County Road 602 in Oldman's Township, Salem County, for their annual Pedricktown Day celebration. F4, resolution authorizing the filing of an application for state aid to counties under the New Jersey Department of Transportation Rail Freight Assistance Program for fiscal year 2025. And F5, resolution approving the execution of change order number 2 to the 2020 County Aid Road Program for the County of Salem.
Thank you for the reading of these 5 resolutions. What's your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I'd like to make a motion to adopt these 5 resolutions. I will second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Commissioners, any old business? Commissioners, any new business? And I handed Ed Ramsey, Commissioner Ramsey, a part of paper. Did you see that?
This is the 2021 road improvement program that we just accepted. The will be.
Yeah, we got a lot of roads there. And it's been,
got the bids in.
got the bids in and it's been accepted. You want to read off those?
Sure. So the 2021 road program, the paving will be Jericho Road, County Route 626 in Quinton Township and Lower Alloy Creek. Hammersville Peck's Corner Road, again in Quinton Township, County Route 667. East Line Street in Carney's Point. Yes, Carney's Point, County Route 641. Elm Street and North Main Street, or next road, Woodstown. Elm Street, okay, Elm Street, County Route 602. Duttrow Road, much needed road, County Route 611 in Pittsgrove Township. And Centerton Road in Elmer and Pittsgrove Township, County Route 610 and County Route 611. All of these roads were in need of repair, so this was a good contract this year.
I believe it should be finished before the end of the year. The notice to proceed has been issued and October 28th begin site work. And they got 90 days for duration. Could go the end of January if that all stands true.
Then we're finishing up our 2020, so we'll be doing North Main Street in Elmer and South Main Street in Woodstown, again by the end of the year. So
So we've had a great year of paving this year. They had Route 40 all chewed up last night, like 11 o'clock at night. So it's half paved. Excuse me? It's half paved right now. Half paved, that's right. It's good. Commissioners, any other new business? Commissioners, any public announcements? Nikki?
Distance. Mario, I'm gonna ask that you find a two-sided copy. We're eating up a regional paper with our events these days, which is good. That means there's a lot going on. It's just save a tree here and there. Obviously, a lot of things going on for the Halloween season. Every Friday and Saturday, there's a flashlight corn maze at Coombs Barnyard at 6:30 to 9. They also have a Healthy Kids running series on Sundays, and in Woodstown as well, there's a Healthy Kids running series at 4 o'clock at the rec field. It's an active time. This Saturday, a lot going on over at Pennsville Historical Society. There's a car show, 5K walk and run. That will start at 9 a.m. over on Church Landing Road in Pennsville. Elmer Harvest Day Festival is this week from 10 to 4. I don't know if anyone went to some of the activities last week. Woodstown had their fall festival on Saturday. LAC had their 100th anniversary for the fire company, and they're great community events, a huge turnout. Now, Woodstown kind of segue into the railway from Woodstown because they had a lot of activity along the railroad last week, and they're continuing to operate their leaf and pumpkin trains beginning at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Once again, there's a Pennsville Historical Car Show, also Saturday at the Pennsville Historical Society out on Church Landing Road. Every second Wednesday, the second Wednesday of the month, which will be next week, we have our Together with Veterans coffee, donuts, and good conversation over at the VFW post on Phillips Drive. Been privileged to go to a number of those. They're really rewarding. I have to go there and check on Charlie because his brother's always let me know what he's been up to. Pedricktown Day is the 12th. There's a chicken barbecue in conjunction with that celebration. We just passed a resolution to close down traffic on that day. And I think I'll stop with Thursday, October 17th, the 60th anniversary of Ranch Hope. Remembering Rev, will be they're calling it the Cowboy Hat Gala at the Grove at Centerton on Thursday, October 17th. We had a very good turnout last week at the Salem County Old Boys function, and we honored Reverend Bailey there as well. So, find out anyone say, take everything to your turn.
I just have two events, if I might. I'm not sure if Mickey mentioned it. Elmer Harvest Fest is this weekend. Yeah, I'm sorry. And then this Wednesday evening, 5 o'clock at the vocational school, groundbreaking ceremony. This is for the submerged arc welding, HVAC, and mechatronics program. This is the grant we received from EDA to start a mechatronics program, an HVAC program, and the submerged arc welding, all related around the wind industry. The mechatronics course is a program that the school's been looking at for several years, if not 5 or 6 years. And the grant from the EDA with the wind has provided this course to us. So it's a big deal for the school, and all are welcome. And he's serving dinner as well. I think you just stole Patty's thunder. Did I? I'm sorry, Patty. You can probably do it better than I can. Yes.
You can fill in the blank.
But I had the pleasure of working with the school, the college, Mid-Atlantic, and several other groups putting this Nitronics grant together. It's been a lot of hard work by the school. Maria has just done a phenomenal job. What a driving force she's been for this work. So I don't know. It's been very. I'd like to bring on one other thing. I think it's, and you guys can help me. The first Sunday of every month, they have a pancakes breakfast at the Catholic Church in Barnes Point. It's the Knights of Columbus to have it, and what a great organization. I think, I don't know about the total dollar amount, but they gave like $20,000 ultrasound machine to Cornerstone Pregnancy Center so they can give ultrasounds for the mothers that just don't have prenatal care. So what a great organization. And Ken Brown, I believe, heads that thing up, but it's great. So first Sunday of every month. I don't know the time. It's probably 8 to 10, something like that. 8:30, 11. And the pancakes are good too. Been there. Yep. $6. And good fellowship, good people. Commissioners, any other new business?
And if I could just add one thing to next Wednesday, Jason Helder, who's the principal of Salem Botech, has been the principal for a decade now, and what he's done in Salem County is unbelievable. And I don't know if this is the appropriate time to bring it up, but I would like, and somehow, to recognize him on behalf of the commissioners for what he's done for Salem County. And it might be appropriate to do it next Wednesday. If it's not, that's fine. We can put it off for another time. But I would love to do something for him and recognize him specifically.
I really had the opportunity to work with him.
Jason's a phenomenal person.
Super principal and
Correct.
the students, the interaction there is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's a good guy.
He started sports there. He started the associates program there, and now he's got these new HVAC programs there. I mean, he's just.
And his brother runs the social services.
That's right.
Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great program back there too.
Yeah.
So if there's some sort of resolution we can come up with on behalf of him, I would like that.
Patty's part of the board there. So
Yeah.
he does a wonderful job with Youth Services Commission. They started a program for the youth, the at-risk court, the bridge program, and that has been just a huge success. Probably one of the most effective youth counseling programs that I've seen. And that, again, is Jason.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
One other public announcement, we have a new county administrator starting on Monday. We're excited about JT Ridgway being here. Amazing young man. I think she's been part of the administration team coming in, and everybody's thrilled for what he brings to the table. Also, he'll be our qualified purchasing agent, which relieves us of a position we've been looking for a long time. Any other public announcements? Hearing none, we'll open it up to the public. Patty? It's Patty Bomber from Corny Point.
Thank you. Did you get that?
You have an advocate.
I know that this has been mentioned before, but also on Saturdays, the craft feast at the VFW in Pensbury. There are some tickets available, but what I wanted to mention was that the basket raffle, part of those proceeds from the basket raffle will go to HAPTEP. So, unfortunately, I can't go, but I'll send in some ticket money. Also on Wednesday, you mentioned about it's actually ribbon cutting and project completion ceremony at the Botech at 5. If you are going to the dinner, please respond to Bonnie Baker. So that same night is the Daryl's Wheels fundraiser at the Engine House, 6 to 9. Saturday, the 12th, is the Mount Salem Church in Piles Grove. They're having their Sunday Best Fashion Show, 2 o'clock. Sunday, the 13th, there's the brunch at Penns Grove VFW, 10 to 2. The AAUW is having their Witches Brew on the 19th at the Friends, what is that called? Meeting House? Friends Meeting House in Woodstown. That's from 12 to 2. Meet the candidates, 10:21 at the college at 5:30. This is very interesting. A dog Halloween costume contest in Carneys Point. It will be at the Sarah's Heart Dog Park, 6 o'clock. Thursday, the 24th, there's the Veterans Dinner at Maria's at 5:30. 10:25 is the Leadership Breakfast at the VOTEC. 10:29 is the Resources for Independent Living Trunk or Treat. 193 North Broadway goes from 4 to 6. There's also a trunk or treat at Dunn's Park in Carneys Point on the 30th, and that's at 6. So since I had to scribble out a few, that's all I have. But
There's a trunk or treat in Pittsburgh too. There was one that I had up, so she brought it up and she wasn't seeing it. No, but there's a chicken pot pie supper November 2nd. I didn't just find that. That's more important than one.
okay, I wanted to mention I attended the 9/11 ceremony, and even though it's under the sheriff's office, sheriff wasn't responsible for all 23 of those years. It was the Remembrance Ceremony Committee that did most of that. So, in fact, the first Remembrance ceremony was in Penns Grove. So I think it would be nice if we maybe acknowledge some of those volunteers who were actually sitting behind you guys that night from the previous committee. And also maybe we could recognize anyone, any company, any person who donated things to make that the beautiful park that it is. We had the pavers, the paved walkway, the walkway,
We're in the process of doing a PDF about that event.
okay,
That would include all, hopefully, and I never thought of the papers, but it would have the names of the kids who ran on the back, and so,
right.
and it would be on our website. This was the 23rd, so it's sort of to promote next year, and of course, the 25th.
Yeah, but the sheriff was given
Well,
credit for those
yeah,
23
We'll
years.
announce each other at the
That
next.
needs to be clarified.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
we can do the history of it on, this is a kind of like a PDF brochure.
I mean, you had Bob Vanderslice who donated the poles. You had Chris Electric who did the electric. I mean, there were many hands in that.
So the goal was to raise the awareness and sort of build to the 25th. And I think all those kids would love to see their names, all those kids who
Right.
ran and things. So we're trying to, tourism is sort of, it's not tourism, but we're using the skill set in there, and we're trying to make that.
I was talking after the ceremony. I was talking to one of the sheriff's officers who was mentioned. I forget his first name. Seth, Todd.
Mhm.
Well, it was his brother that Habitat did the roof on his house because he's deployed to Syria.
Sure.
So I never made the connection, and I see that gentleman here all the time, but I never made the connection to his brother.
So
Ian.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just saying,
No, that's
listen,
okay.
this is, we're in the process of putting up something that, and to do it right, I'll check with you, or before we put it up live, we'll make sure you can see it. And if we can make it better or talk about the history of the Salem County 9/11 piece, be a good place to put that.
Thank you.
And Patty, the Pittsgrove trunk or treat is the 19th.
Okay, thank you.
Charlie. Oh, yeah, thank you. I just want to say thank you to the board for the allocation of $7,000 for the grant. Also, Kelly, she made sure that we knew, Kelly was on the detail, so that we knew that there was sitting there waiting to be used. We're using it, we've got the order out to make sure. You know, with all of these we have talked about in the town, and we're changing lives, we're actually changing lives. I mean, once we're out watching and seeing people's faces and expressions, it's unbelievable. And I worked 4 years on the town, and nothing more fulfilling. At the end of the day, I just make it out of the grant. And some adults actually start crying, get out of the house for 2 to 3 years, it's good happen. It's what you're doing, helping, it's really helping the county. So thank you for the donation. We hope you can get a little more involved next year.
Thank you.
It's an annual contribution for us towards the grants, as long as you need them. And one of the first, the very first of them ramp we put up was for my wife. It was a long ramp, and there's a certain way we get her out of the house. And she went out every day, she went right down that ramp. So it was a blessing. Thank you. We're all doing some recycling. Getting called out pretty good right now. You know, every time we call up right now, they're waiting this around the and they give the word out. It's more and more good. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's great. And Sue Ann actually, discussing the grant for the grant. We went down to March to Atlanta and spoke on it. People know how sometimes it does. Can you tell us who the team members are that do that work with you? Well, Shirley Bush, Chip Gary is from Lower Hill, and then Simon gets
You all should give that group a name.
oh boy. It's public.
It's public.
I have, we have a young man who South Carolina, South Africa, school. He comes in, he helps us to fellowship goes out. That's the university of Rutgers and because he's doing that there now. He's got a young man working on as their executive and their mascot for the basketball. So you can amazing how things start going. Salem's a great, Salem County is amazing with volunteers. All the time. Thank you. Quite a bit. Thank you, Charlie. Mr. Coombs, anything? Okay, it's good to see you here tonight. Thank you. Unless somebody else doesn't have anything. Our next meeting date is October 16th at 6 p.m. And then we skip 3 weeks to the next one. There are 3 Wednesdays in October.
Actually,
Five Wednesdays. Did I say 3? 5 Wednesdays. Yeah.
3 that we want.
Yes, correct.
3 to 5.
That's what we dress with in the summer.
I don't want to wait till summer.
Anyway.
But you don't want to confuse Dan.
Well, that is true, but Dan and I had a conversation on Monday.
He says, I'll call you the night before from now on, make sure that I have a time and a place.
So we look forward to seeing you all again on October 16th. We do have an executive closed session. It will not be long. We anticipate about 10 to 15 minutes. When we come out, there'll be no motions or anything. We don't anticipate any motions or anything happening So you're welcome to stay. The only motion we're gonna make is to adjourn. So thank you for coming, everyone.
Resolution authorizing executive session, County of Salem.